Oscar, this is Joel. It's sure good to see you. A lot the last couple of weeks. I'm liking again how the swing's gradually improving so nicely here, buddy. See, starting out there, you're lined up just a little left. Nice tall setup there, buddy. As legs get more solid, that front leg could still be a little, right? It could be a little more solid a little earlier there. And keep that right heel down a little longer, Oscar. But man, those arms, hands and arms continue to look really good through impact there, buddy. These are from May 7th. Again, see, you're just a little bit above that plane line. No, I'm sorry, you're dead on it. Yeah, you're dead on it, just a skosh above it, and that's mainly because you're lined up to the left. So if you're not lined up to the left, buddy, you're dead on it. Again, those legs just get that much more solid. Do some of those pigeon toe drills, Oscar. And that foot flat on the ground drill. That'll help you keep that head up a little better. And just get all the more consistent with the ball flights there, buddy. Ooh. Watch this. See, you never looked at the target there, buddy, right? This is that long recording I did of you. Remember, when you come around here, look at this now. So you're looking at the target there, but you never looked at the club face through the ball toward the target again before you hit this shot. Watch. So you've never looked at with the club face down on the ground through the ball slowly toward the target before you hit this shot, Oscar. See what I mean? There you go, bud. There's your swing. So, again, watch this as you stepped around to it. So you're just not giving much attention to it. There you go. That was the last time you looked at the target. And even then, when you looked at the target, look at this. You never really looked at it from the club face to the target. So again, buddy, right there, look at this. So you're hitting this golf ball and you're not even lined up for sure with the club face to the target. And you don't just, I don't want you to just glance at that target from the club face through the ball. I want you to look slowly down the ground, like so many of the Hall of Fame players do. Slowly down the ground from the club face through the ball to the target, and then use the club face to align your feet, to align your body. And this is just from the 15th. Just a little bit off there, buddy, not much. And over here. Yeah, it heads up pretty well. Still let those legs be all the more solid there, Oscar. Right, keep that right foot down on the ground longer in your downswing, and let that left leg get straighter earlier. A lot of good stuff going on in that swing, though, Oscar. And again, keep getting good and good, better and better.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is the 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and get some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see, but it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is for the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.